Hey guys, it's Carly and welcome back to week number 228 of Body Bags. As always, I am your Tuesday reviewer and today I'm going to be doing a film called Let Her Out, which came out in 2016, but it came to us in the US in 2017, I believe. I'm trying to just, knock out as many 2017 movies as I can still, and pretty burnt out on them at this point, but getting to the end, and this was another one someone had told me to check out, so I thought, why not? And so I watched it last night, and basically the plot is a girl, she I forget what her job is, but she's always riding a bike. I forget what the actual, it's for her job. I forget what it is exactly, but she's in an accident one day on her bike, and after the accident, she starts to experience extreme, hallucinations and delusions, things like that, and after getting some tests done, a doctor sees that she has a tumor in her head, but it's not just a normal brain tumor. It is actually the remnants of basically human body parts. You see a spinal cord and what looks like a face and creepy things like that. And it turns out she had an identical twin that died before they were born, and instead of being absorbed back into the mother, it was absorbed into her, being the sister, and basically this twin starts to cause this girl to do some crazy things without her really knowing about it. She wakes up and doesn't remember horrible things that she has done, and this sister is basically trying to take over, hence the term let her out. She wants to come out and be alive like her sister is, and that is the basic story. At first I was kind of interested in it. It sounded like a cool storyline and everything like that, but as I started to get more into it, I felt like I just didn't really care for it. It just felt very generic and basic, like a basic ghost story. Kind of reminded me of something like The Ring or The Grudge type of deal, where you got this ghost girl who keeps popping up everywhere, and I didn't really care for the characters too much. For one thing, the main character looked a lot like her best friend in the movie, and I hate when two people look exactly alike. They both had dark brown hair that was styled the same, and the dark eyebrows and just the same just basic look to them, and it was kind of hard to tell them apart. That type of stuff always kind of gets on my nerves because it makes it kind of confusing. And also the best friend character, I found she was kind of just she just wasn't made to be very likable. I just didn't see her as a good friend. She was very annoyed with her other friend who was going through a hard time, even though, the other friend is acting crazy and being disruptive, but at the same time she just got in an accident and got very badly injured in the head, so you'd think this friend would be a little more sympathetic towards her, and she's just kind of not. She's just very easily annoyed right off the bat, and I just didn't find it to be very likable. Kind of rubbed me the wrong way. That might just be me, but for me, I just didn't really care for it. And the story, pretty basic. I think it's a pretty cool idea. There are some gross out moments, dealing with the fact that there's actually another human technically inside this girl's body. I feel like there were some pretty gross and disturbing moments in it, so I kind of liked it for that because it did utilize that. It could have done it a little more, honestly, but it was okay. If you like stuff like that, enjoy body horror, basically, that there was just some parts where I would cringed and had to look away, and so I give it some points for that. And just the whole aspect with the ghostly twin and things like that, I feel like I've seen it many times before. Maybe not that exact story, but just the idea of this ghost girl haunting her, and it's kind of based on built off of a lot of jump scares and relies heavily on that for it, and I just really wasn't feeling it all that much. I forget what I rated this exactly. I'm gonna have to look that up real quick, but for me, it was kind of disappointing, especially since people told me to check it out. But at the same time, it wasn't like a piece of crap either. Like, the acting wasn't too bad in it. And, you know, if you just want to, if you're in the mood for a horror movie that's mainly just like jump scares, it's kind of creepy to watch at night, and it's got a few gross moments, I would say go ahead and check it out, but don't expect anything too fantastic. I did give it a 7 out of 10, which is actually a little higher than I feel like I'm making it out to be, but, yeah, so 7 out of 10, it's, you know, it's above average. Like I said, it's just your average, like, scary movie, I guess. It's just nothing, fantastic or out of the ordinary or anything that's going to give you chills or, you know, really want to talk about it with your friends or anything like that, but pretty basic movie. That is Let Her Out from 2016. Thank you guys again for joining me for this Tuesday review, and I'll see you next Tuesday.